Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're going to be looking at anachrony firemaking. Now, anachrony firemaking has been well documented on the channel. We have gone through a couple methods before, but there's one thing I've noticed which is a slight change to what we've shown before. So to go to anachrony firemaking, go to the ranch before time, which you can access via mana farm. To get here, you just go to the stairs here and then touch the root. Now, to do anachrony firemaking, you're going to need the extinction quest, which is quite a heavy storyline. But it's definitely one I would sort of push to do. If you're ever looking for one of those money makers from the ground up, no sort of cash needed to do it, anachrony firemaking is quite good for this. Very good. I mean, sharp shell shards, 89 firemaking is going to make you roughly about 12.5 mil, which we'll show in this video. And then if you're a little bit higher, you can make the dinosaur propellant, which is going to make you sort of like 16, 17 mil per hour. Again, no cash needed. So sharp shell shards before were just simple. You would collect these eggs and then throw them into the incubator. Now, with this method, there's quite a few things to it now as well. Now, when you're doing this, you're going to collect good eggs and bad eggs. The good eggs are what you're going to convert into the sharp shell shards, which is what you want. And the bad eggs don't really have a use. Now, you can throw them into the compost bin down here. I just drag them and then remove them all from the incubator because it's quicker. And then I can go back to collecting the dinosaur eggs. So like I mentioned before, the sharp shell shards is going to require level 87 firemaking to do. It's going to give you 300k XP per hour, but you do need to do extinction. So roughly 12.2 mil per hour for this. And all this really is collecting these good eggs and going to the incubator to then convert them into sharp shell shards. So in terms of a sort of money maker for firemaking, nice and AFK, no real issues. And if you really want to as well, if you want a good way to actually train your firemaking, you can actually ignite these for pretty solid AFK like firemaking. It's going to let you do it for 60 interactions at a time, and very similar to how proteins are. Basically, you just sit there and firemake. I'll just show you now just so you can see. 60 times you can do this. It's going to give you 341 XP. Basically, it's like AFKing like magic logs, so it really isn't that bad. And definitely as well, it can be something you can do in the 4th Room Free Workshop. Get all the buffs, get all the bonuses as well. And just so you can get as much firemaking XP as possible. Now, to actually firemake these, I do think you need to do extinction. Maybe not. Maybe you don't need to do it. And if you don't, it's a really solid way to AFK firemaking. It's one of those methods I've debated doing on 7-day bond rather than do this for a money making method. It's just to AFK it because it can be done on the side. I don't need to pay attention to it as well. And it's one of those where it's like nice and easy. Now, on the side of this as well, when you sort of collect through these dinosaur eggs, you do have a chance of getting unchecked dinosaur eggs. Now, these are what you use actually to farm in anachrony mana farm, and they have a value to them because they are unchecked eggs. You can sell these on the Grand Exchange if you are lucky enough to get it. Now, for whatever reason, let's say you don't want to actually convert these in sharp shell shards, you can simply just hunt the eggs until you get one by basically destroying them the same way you're going to destroy the bad eggs. Now, yes, this is a lot less GP per hour. It's actually 8.5 mil per hour, but if you're, say, an Iron Man who needs some dinosaur eggs, especially the type you need for things like warm bombs and stuff like that, you can just simply go through the version of just destroying the eggs without having to go into the incubator because you'll be saving time. Now, 8.5 mil is roughly going to be the profit you'll get from this if you're looking at it from a money-making point of view. If you're here for a money-making point of view, I would just make it sharp shell shards. But if you're an Iron Man or if you're specifically looking after some dinosaur eggs, this is how you could farm them quite easily by just ignoring all the stuff as well. But this is a very good way to train your firemaking in all aspects as well. So you do have the dinosaur propellant, which you can go and do at a slightly higher level. This is more of a variety money making method though. So you can also bump up the GP you make from sharp shell shards by getting the dinosaurs as well. You can get the dinosaurs if you're looking to process them into sharp shell shards. The propellant at the minute is actually less money for the first time in a long time. It's going to require level 95 firemaking as well, so it is a high level. Still need extinction, but for now, sharp shell shards outrank this by roughly 2.5 mil per hour, and I do think that's mainly down to the fact you are getting sharp shell shards as well as dinosaur eggs. Between both of them, that's what bumps the GP up a little bit more per hour as well. But you do have both methods, whether you want to go make sharp shell shards and go and get roughly like 12 mil per hour, or you just want to hunt for the dinosaur eggs. Again, if you're an Iron Man or if you want a particular dinosaur as well, they will appear in certain times. I was hoping in this video we'd actually get lucky and get one, but you do rack up the sharp shell shards quite quick. These are used for dino arrows as well. So again, this method really does open so many things, whether that's you want to save the shards for fletching, sell the shards on the Grand Exchange, or use the shards for firemaking. Very Iron Man friendly, very easy to make a lot of money with this method with no real capital invested. As you can see, I arrived with nothing. I've got no items which are benefiting me. And yet, for an hour of doing this method, which really isn't that hard, it could even be classed as a semi-work AFK method, I'm starting to rack up quite a bit of GP, and I'm not really trying. Like, I've already skipped an invo of good eggs as well in the hub again of a dinosaur, but it does sort of rattle up as well. Now, the propellants, we've done that video before. We've done a lot of coverage on that. If you are looking to do that, all you need to do is go to the propellants part of the island, which is just touching this tree here. And basically all it involves is going to feed the dinosaurs to the point they explode. And then after that, you ignite it and then get the propellant or the compost thing from there as well. These anachrono fire-making methods, though, are solid XP and very, very underrated still. They do go up and down an awful lot, but at the minute, the god dino arrows are starting to creep up in price, which generally means because of that, the price of dino arrows is going to follow. And then once that trend sort of starts, it rolls into one another as well. But we'll finish this last invo of eggs and then we'll wrap the video up from there. What I was trying to sort of hope, which will pop up, is that we got a dinosaur as a loot as well. In terms of how many you roughly get per hour, it's only 1 or 2, but if you get the really good ones, they can really ramp up your GP per hour. Jadinkos, especially from experience, are solid in terms of how much they actually cost. They are very, very expensive. And what I would suggest, if you do get any dinos, don't reduce the price, don't sell them instantly, hold your price on them because someone eventually will look to buy them as well. So along with Jadinkos, the other dinosaur I'd really be careful about selling is any form of Rexes. Because of Rexes, you're going to get the dinosaur roars as well. People will be wanting to buy them to farm dinosaur roars because they're a very important component in vulnerability bombs as well. So the Jadinkos and the Rexes are the two I'd really keep an eye out. Anything else, I would just simply leave on the Grand Exchange to sell. At some point, someone will need to buy one, and then very niche item in terms of dinosaur eggs. There won't be a lot on the Grand Exchange as well. So if you hold your price, you put your price on the Grand Exchange, at some point they will sell as well. And that's why it's important with this method. Don't rush to sell them, hold your price, and you will eventually get something as well. But again, very semi-AFK method, very decent method to do as well. And those dinosaurs really will bump up your GP if you want to. But you can do it where you're hunting the dinosaurs, or you can just do the eggs. My suggestion, just do the eggs and the dinosaurs will appear eventually as well. This might actually be a little method we eventually use a couple months down the line when the 7-day bond account needs to make money from scratch. Extinction is a very long quest, but a quest which will benefit you with multiple storylines as well, to make sure to get that as well. But to finish this video, the price currently on the sharpshell shards are 600 GP each. So through this very poor excuse of showing you guys the method, because I've been trying to hunt the dino more than actually do the sharpshell shards, we're going to make something like 600k once I go and turn these into sharpshell shards, which for the amount of time it's taken is actually pretty good. It shows you guys there's money in this, and really decent money in this as well. But don't sleep on it as a fire making method either. I've seen people just camp Fort for Free Workshop and just use this as a way to AFK. Could be a possible way to make fire making even more AFK than it already is, because with a brazier, you've only got 28 slots. With this, you've got a full 60 to AFK away your fire making. But yeah, I won't sort of drag the video out anymore. I don't want to sort of keep just talking. Wanted to make sure I covered everything every way. But thank you guys so much for your support in the previous videos. Really has been helping me out. We're going to go for a massive June this month. If you are enjoying it, please make sure to hit that like. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys very soon in the next one.